Hi everyone, here's what's bothering me today. So the internet is in a tizzy all because of Jen Psaki and the announcement of the proposal or whatever it is about misinformation being punished on social media sites like Facebook. Ms. Psaki also said that if people are banned on one, they should be banned on another. And lots of people are currently losing their shit at this potential revelation. Here's the thing. Unfortunately, some people who are criticizing this move as authoritarian and against free speech, okay, to a certain extent, you have a point, and I'll get into that in a second. However, this is about misinformation during a pandemic, and as we've seen over the past 4.5 years now, all the misinformation peddled by Trump, the Republicans, the White House, QAnon, it led to some very dangerous, unfortunate, and entirely avoidable outcomes. And you know, it is a very real problem that freedom of speech comes under threat. We've had, I think it's Bill C-10 here in Canada, that the Senate, if I recall correctly, decided, you know what? No, this legislation needs to die. And they sent it back basically telling the government, you need to kill this legislation because it would have impacted freedom of speech far too much. What seems to be the issue here about misinformation and everything is a little different. If I shout gun, if I shout fire, bomb, whatever it may be to cause panic or to incite panic, or if I go around deliberately spreading misinformation about, say, a group of people, an ethnicity, a demographic, whatever it may be, and if my intent is to foster harm to those people or those communities, that is a very different matter as opposed to being silenced by your government for saying what you want to say. If you are caught lying in court, that's a problem and you are rightly punished for it. If you falsely report, oh, look, I have a bomb in my carry-on, we got to land the plane. They'll land the plane and you'll be charged. Lying is pretty much a universally culturally agreed upon bad practice. And oh, look at that. Most of the people complaining about the misinformation things are those peddling misinformation. The alt-right, QAnon, fascists. Can't exactly say I have a lot of sympathy for these people who continue to spread dangerous lies. So let me just really sum up everything, because honestly, I could go on and on about all the ways in which there are differences in everything. To broadly sum up, when you face consequences for what you say, that is not canceling freedom of speech. That is you facing consequences. And personally, I find it really hilarious that the crowd that loves to talk about personal responsibility refuses to take any for the words that they have said that has led to so much terribleness in the past few years. Your chickens are coming home to roost. You sowed dragon's teeth. What did you expect? You thought you could say and do whatever you wanted with no possible consequence because you live in a fantasy world. Now, your consequences are finally, hopefully, going to happen. And so again, because I can already see and hear the angry comments who haven't even gotten this far in the video or decide that they're just so angry they have to respond right now. Again, the actual threat to freedom of speech is something that should be taken seriously, as we've seen up here in Canada and in other circumstances down in the United States. And I will get to that in due time. But today, right now, the people complaining about this whole misinformation statement from Jen Psaki in the White House, complaining that this is a freedom of speech issue, no. It's about many people finally, potentially, having to face consequences for what they've said and done. That should be a good thing, but the fact that it isn't for a whole bunch of you is definitely what's bothering me today.